This is the W2 report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 report. Now with echo canceling. Yes, I have discovered echo canceling on my headphones. So let's see if I don't sound like a buzzsaw this week. But before we proceed any further, we have to mind our P's and Q's. We have to mind our P's and Q's with the ground rules with Lord Crocosquirrel as always.
Rule 1, don't be a dick. Rule 2, if in doubt, please refer to rule number 1. Do not contact anybody we're bitching about, ragging on, or otherwise being rude to. And try and do the same. We will disregard that you exist at all in any way, shape, or form. And then if we are forced to recognize your existence, we will then throw you completely under the fucking bus. We will not condone that behavior. Be polite, be nice to the other people in the chat if there are such, or at least civil. We don't actually have to be nice. Just civil. Civil is good. We like civil. Is civil okay?
Civil is okay.
Would civil be okay, or do we really want to go? Or do we want to push for nice?
Civil is okay.
Sanji?
Civil is okay.
Civil's fine. All right.
Bringing up.
Be aware. I bite.
Mm-hmm. Our third man in the ring is Mr. Lendrigan.
Hello, everybody. Yeah. Moving on.
And fulfilling our probationary period, we have Samari. Why not?
Chilling.
Normar, why not?
Somar, why not?
Do keep in mind that we are waiting a decision on our Washington Chronicles panel at the Washington State Gaming Expo in Puyallup, Washington. Actually, I think that's the closest.
Puyallup.
People should pull up. Pull up to Washington.
Say it after me, Sanji. Puyallup. Very good. Much better.
We are still waiting a decision from the.
We get every.
So yeah, we're doing the convention at Pyongyang, Washington.
Yeah, which is a really nifty little town in North fucking Korea. It's even the capital. Woo! No.
Sorry, as you were saying, Sanji?
We are still waiting a decision from the Washington State Gaming Expo, which should come sometime this week. And if anything changes, we will notify you on X at the W2 report. So make sure you follow us there. So, with that preamble out of the way, let us go into our news articles of the week. Well, of the news cycle today. Starting with The Guardian. So, who holds the power in the video games industry in 2025?
Should we
There are only
Shouldn't we talk about 2026?
there's only 3 critters involved. Yeah. Well, no, we're casting back to the year just gone, because that's when this was raving relevant. There are as far as I can tell, there are 3 major factions: No Friendo, Soini, and the AI data centers that are demanding GPUs and RAM at extreme numbers.
Well,
I'm putting my bets on the AI infrastructure, which is really not going to end well. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
Followed by Soini, and then No Friendo, because No Friendo's gotten way more backlash than anybody else.
But
we don't talk about it in video.
So if we're talking about last year, if you were riding Die Hard with Xbox, you must feel really bad right now, because Xbox was pretty much a huge letdown in 2025, just giving all their games over to PlayStation. Who won 2025? I would have to say maybe Nintendo.
Now, actually, here's the problem. Here's the problem with No Friendo. Okay, they took the difficult first step, because somebody's got to do it first.
Right.
Of trying to jack up video game rates, and then providing less as a result of.
Yeah, but
you don't talk about those key cards they came up. That little key card stuff they pulled.
Yeah,
but
people still bought the Switch 2.
1.5.
Yeah.
No. There was no Switch 2. It's the Switch 1.5. It's just a basic upgrade. I refuse to refer to it as the Switch 2 because, well, in which they decided they were going to try and do the stranglehold approach.
Right.
Unfortunately, a great many of us don't like to be strangled. And even if you paid the original $60 or $70 or whatever it was for the game when you got it on the Switch, it's going to cost you $10 to $20 to update it for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Wonder why that might be.
I mean,
all the
people who protested that seemed like that they still bought it, and it's
not us.
Right.
No,
well, it still did sell.
It's hand over fist. It sold hand over fist in the US, but only because there was enough stock for everybody to get one and screw over the and you know.
It's kind of like with the
scalpers.
With the Xbox ROG, everybody said that thing was DOA and actually it's selling like gangbusters and selling out. Like, I feel like it's just fake online.
Just because it's the fastest selling thing in the U.S. over whatever period, it doesn't mean it's actually making money. In fact, as far as I can tell, and what my sources from various locations, including No Friendo itself, have said, it's actually financially a disappointment.
Now, who holds the power in the video games industry in 2026 and going forward? I would have to say, kind of reflecting what Squirrel said about the RAM and all this tariffs and whatnot and AI. I think no matter how much people hate things like subscription services, cloud gaming, games going to other platforms, they better get used to it because we're in the kickoff. We're in the kickoff, and that's going to become the norm.
And actually, I can tell you who I can give you without fear of contradiction who's not in control here. We as consumers do not have power.
100%.
Everybody's jacking us around, and the only way we're going to be able to get control on any level is to close our fucking wallets. Just
Exactly.
shut them down. I have
Exactly.
better things. I have better uses for money than to get a machine, which is not that much of an upgrade from the one I already have.
Mm-hmm.
With who's the usual pack in. Here's the tour of your new gear. It's being charged for separately from the machine, I might add. And the little package deal that they had, they've actually cut that SKU out now. So any of the Mario Kart World bundles that are in the wild right now is all you're gonna get.
At this point, Xbox and PlayStation needs to delay whatever next gen console they got till after Trump's out of office, like in 2028. Like no cap.
Actually, I don't see that. I don't see that happening for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is entirely possible to work with the tariffs. All they really have to do is get their shit together and start dealing fair.
Yeah.
In both directions.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the politics of that goes, I'm not going to get into the nature of international finance.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely causing something happening within the gaming industry
it's causing some consternation, mostly because the overwhelming majority of our rare earth metals are still coming from China.
Yeah.
Well, the
We already know
hardware.
what China does when it feels like it wants to do something. I seem to remember hearing about large shipping vessels being seized by the Chinese during the early stages of the pandemic.
Well, I mean, just like with the pandemic, like we had the chip shortage and we had to settle for Series S. Remember that? Like it's kind of the same thing, but without the COVID.
Well, granted, it's like the unexpected shortage came from the skyrocketing demand.
Right.
I know, right? What's up with that? I see. There's a bunch of shit I don't get. Complete pain in the ass. But all of these things. These are the problems are actually more or less artificially created.
Yeah,
everybody's blaming the U.S. for a lot of this, and it's just and a lot of it's not true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not.
Well, step inside the politics, even though we're probably going to step right back in them. Casca McDonald wrote this word salad. Lovely word salad.
Okay. Let's. I think word salad's being a little generous there, Sanji.
Would you rather call it? Would you rather be called that word vomit?
I think that would be more accurate, but a little more gross than maybe some people are going to be prepared to deal with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to get into any kind of like weird political discussion of like you're on this side or you're on this side. I'm from back in the day where it didn't matter. Nobody cared what side were you on or what you voted for. It's
just as long as the only thing doing that with Sega, that's all that mattered.
Trying to do with the GPUs.
Yeah,
Just remember the good times.
That's what people are paying attention to.
back when consoles were the only political parties worth
Right.
Yes, we ascribe to the political
For as long
parties
as
of our
PC were
choice,
exclusive, we've had games for them too.
and the only political party that matters is the PC Master Race.
Yes, sir.
I ascribe to the Donner Party.
Yeah, PC's not doing so great, all right, Sanji? Are we getting into that? Or no? That's for Thursday.
No, that's for another show. Yeah.
Yeah, Clear Obscure, I mean, I recognize that it is a good and great game. It was not for me. I kind of noped out of it. If you put me into a quick time event where it's one button, no skill kind of game, like no, it's it for me.
Yeah.
Well, and I played. Here was the thing. I played Clear Obscure on one of my live streams, and I thought it was okay at the time. And and unlike most games that I wind up playing on stream, I actually went back to it. I've actually been back to it off and on, which
Yeah,
would scare everybody. I have
I
very
was
few games
good.
that I do that for.
I was fine with the turn-based stuff. I mean, I played, Legends of Dragoon, back in the day. I remember playing that. I'm fine with the turn-based. It's just they had put in that whole quick time
The
event
pinnacle
thing.
Now, I'm gonna share a hot take. It's a controversial opinion. Y'all can be mad at me if you want or not, but the SSI/TSR gold box games were the pinnacle of Dungeons and Dragons gameplay. That was the high point, and that was for the Commodore 64.
And
which gives you some idea of just how old I am.
Clear Obscure uses AI. Congratulations. It came full circle.
I tried playing Knights of Flame.
It thrilled me to no end.
Well,
anyway,
truth be told,
what
the
is
summary of this article,
what's your face here thinking? Because I seem to recall she's a hack.
Truth be told, this is basically a summary of the gaming events that happened in 2025, and it's basically.
Yeah, that Sony buyout of EA. Pretty soon, people's gonna see the fruits of that buyout pretty soon.
They're already seeing the buyout.
I wouldn't be so sure about a Battlefield 7 or if it will be any good.
Okay. Our next news story with a 10-second channel identification.
This is the W2 report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
PS5 jailbreak rumor is exploding the price of an old Star Wars game.
Which one would that be?
The pod racing one.
That would be Star Wars Racer Revenge.
So apparently, if you have the physical version, you can put it into a PS5 and it'll jailbreak your console.
Well, there's probably a little bit more to it than that, but that's the pathway in, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's selling for over 1,000 on eBay right now. About as much as RAM. About as much as RAM.
And we have a certified bruh moment. Jailbreaking a video game console is a very big deal. Once hackers can do it, they can push their hardware to perform actions it wasn't originally programmed for. The latest generation of video game hardware had seemed impenetrable up to these efforts up until very recently when a group of hackers say they're on the precipice of breaking the PS5 wide open. The caveat? The hardware checkers say they need a very specific game to pull the jailbreak off. That game is none other than the PS4 version of the 2002 game called Star Wars Racer's Revenge. If you haven't heard of Racer's Revenge, the reality is it's both a random and obscure game. The PS4 version is a limited run games made 2019 re-release of the original PS2 game. Originally, the reprint was retailed for $14.99, or your regional equivalent. Unless you shelled out $37.99 for the premium edition. As the name suggests, this retro Star Wars game was a pod racing experience that takes place after Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. In it, you can choose a variety of alien races who each have their own pod racing strengths. The game was received well enough, judging from its 73 score on Metacritic. Star Wars Racer Revenge even tries some unusual things like permadeath mode, where deceased rivals cannot rejoin the race. Morbidly, the game encourages the player to kill as many pods as possible throughout the race. Despite these quirks, up until now, there wasn't really much demand for copies of Star Wars Racer Revenge. According to hackers, however, Racer Revenge was recently discovered to allow for an exploit that can be used as an entry point for ongoing jailbreak efforts. Apparently, running the PS4 disc version of the game on PS5 can allow savvy users to inject code into the system through menus. As hackers tell it, this method cannot be patched out. Oh boy.
I find that unlikely. I find that very unlikely.
They can break the game. Now we cannot verify whether these jailbreak rumors are true.
The idea that it can't be patched out is yeah, they've said that before and it's been patched out. Not the game itself, but the BIOS updated so it'll cover that hole. The only way to keep them from patching it out is by not telling anybody. I guarantee the second that became public information,
which is now,
the engineers at Sony went to work.
Yeah.
So the news of it about now.
Allegedly, they've been told to fix it.
But the news of it and the possibility of the piracy
allegedly.
Yeah, it's the weak point in that chain is the administrators. Sorry, you were saying, Sanji?
I do know that about the liquid metal thingy, PS5 thing that actually turned out to be real. That's actually factual thing that happens to the consoles now. It was not a made up rumor.
But the news of it and the possibility of the piracy that comes with it has spread enough spread far enough to reach the ears of opportunistic resellers. Copies of the game are listed for hundreds of dollars on sites like eBay, and as of writing, most of the discs are going for $250 or more. Typical retail sources like Amazon are sold out of the game. Users are circumventing the vultures altogether by importing copies from other regions, but those are also selling quickly and are being hawked at higher prices than normal due to tariffs.
Yeah, from what I saw some listings that were like in the thousands for it.
Given the limited run of Star Wars Racer's Revenge, chances are good that prices for it will only continue to shoot up. Limited run games did not immediately respond to a request for comment, but as you might have guessed, fans are already begging the company to consider reprinting the pod racing game. Please might go unanswered. However, given the limited run game's entire shtick is that it does not restock games once they are sold out.
So, what does the digital version do? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
So that's the entire article. That's why I put up our branding logo back. Yeah. $250 or more. Good luck.
That's insane.
Yeah. Our last story after a 10-second channel ID.
This is the W2 report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Okay. So we have a game called High Guard. Trailer is here, but due to a potential copyright strike, we're just going to play the video of the game without any audio. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so this was showed at the end of Game Awards, the big one last thing.
Big one last thing, yeah. Let's go. Oh, I can already tell you it looks bad.
Yeah, so you're gonna have there's gonna be a ship in it. Apparently, this game is a PvP arena shooter raid game. No. So like this game, you raid a castle. It's like it's got the castle theme, whatever. So you raid a castle, and you go into this like Valorant style. It looks like Valorant style, like arena shooter.
Basically, Valorant meets Rainbow Six Siege.
So basically, Valorant meets Paladins. Kind of.
Oh, God.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You remember Paladins? You rode on a horse, but you had to get off the horse at some point. On here, you can stay on the horse and still shoot your gun.
Yeah,
It
without
looks like you can get off the horse as well. Yeah. So what's that castle game on mobile? Castle Crashers or whatever the hell it's called. Is that what it's called?
That's
So it's like that.
That's the that's the Ninja Turtles beat 'em up castle game.
Yeah, you can
Oh my
spawn a
God.
tank out of nowhere.
It even has Overwatch themes mixed in with it.
Well, the name
Well,
is Overwatch. The name
remember
is
the
Overwatch.
remember
I
of
is
course these
over.
people were the same ones
Guard
responsible
is
for
watch.
Concord. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Concord. So the name itself rips off of Overwatch. It's ripping off Valorant. It's ripping off Concord. It's ripping off, like all kind of games. This is like all kind of games.
Yeah. Concord, aka Costa Concordia, the game.
Yeah, you got devs that worked on Concord, worked on this game, and it is just there's been no marketing, no nothing about it. We haven't heard jack. It's coming out in 3 weeks, or supposedly. I think I don't know if they're gonna delay. They should.
Well, considering that it's got 25,000 dislikes compared to 3,000 likes, they should delay this.
It
They
needs
should
more than
cancel
a
it.
no.
Delay it, cancel it.
Yeah, it's like I was gonna say, it needs more than a delay. It needs a complete rebuild from the ground up. After firing the
game designer,
everybody.
Yeah.
Just clean house.
Well, let's see what Inside Gaming
Jesus.
has to say about this. Highguard could be dead on arrival as gamers fear a flop its inbound.
The thing is, it could be good with this unique like castle raid thing that they got going on, but
the problem is that
PvP arena shooter.
Yes, exactly.
Hero shooter.
No, it's like how you're describing it. It's like it has no idea what it even is.
Right.
It doesn't
got-
know what it
That's what was wrong with Concord. Concord didn't know what the hell it was.
Well, Concord also had another strike against it. It was a lecture simulator too.
You mean with the cutscenes?
Yes, exactly.
The cutscenes.
Yeah, I imagine the cutscenes in this would be sermons as well.
Yeah.
So, being former makers of Apex and Titanfall does not help this game at all. I mean, people have been asking for Titanfall 3 or Star Wars Battlefront 3, and this is what you give people, and it's like,
Yeah, this is crap. And this was the big
I'll
reveal.
take garbage.
And this was the big reveal at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't see this ending well for anybody. The former Concord devs that did this already have a track record of producing crap.
Yeah, as soon as this trailer played, a little Fallout pop-up came in the top corner of the TV saying, everyone disliked that.
yeah.
Well, we got a second
I don't
certified
know.
raw moment. It was always going to be tough for Highguard to succeed after the anticlimactic reveal it experienced during December's Game Awards ceremony. Many millions of viewers sat through hours of trailers and speeches to see what the final reveal will be, and then Highguard graced screens worldwide, falling somewhat flat and leaving gamers disappointed. Highguard is a new PvP shooter from former Apex Legends and Titanfall developers, and it's set to drop in just 3 weeks.
Ooh.
Aside from the prestigious trailer spot at the
that's
Game
26.
Awards, almost nothing has been shown, revealed, or discussed regarding what the game many have dubbed Concord 2.
See, but they're also calling Marathon Concord too. So is there going to be like a competition of which one?
It's
shuts
a
down
race.
first?
Yeah, it's a race to who can become Concord 2 first.
Well, in the live, see here.
I think Marathon has more of a shot than this game, to be honest.
Well, and here's the thing: we're dealing in live service games, and people have been sick of those. Have been sick of those for a long time. Anybody remember Squeenix and Marvel's Avengers?
Yeah.
That game was crap on every possible level, and that's before you got to the bit where they wanted you to engage with the live service shit. You know,
I would rather play Marvel Avengers than this piece of crap. That's how bad this is.
You know, I want to know what they had going on there with that goofy looking motherfucker. I don't know why are we expected to be even interested in these people?
Which goofy
What are we
schmuck
saying?
that
What are
doesn't
we
narrow
saying
it down?
Exactly, Glenn.
No, the one that the dude with the hair and the gun and the horse.
Oh yeah,
that should be freaked out without question, having a gun fired past his fucking head. He should have been on his ass by the time he actually got the trigger pulled the first time. Anyone that says they can get a horse to do that to run along at a full gallop and not throw its rider the second a sharp noise happens doesn't know horses.
Yeah.
Even a well-trained horse will freak out at that loud of a sound happening next to its fracking ears.
Well, that tracks for these developers.
Is Highguard going to be dead on arrival? The consensus is
Yes.
not looking good.
I'm gonna go with absolutely. I'm waiting to see.
Well,
the only question
Dead on
of course,
Arrival
is
is
it gonna
the
crash
good
like-
ending.
Well, there's the question becomes: is it going to crash, like Concord or like Snow White? My money's on Snow White.
Oh, are we going to get attacked for being gamers and closing our wallets?
Oh, absolutely. Well, you guys didn't give it a chance. We don't want to. We looked at that and said, there's a reason you're self-dropping that shit.
And if we
You
did
didn't want us
give
to
it
know
a
about
chance
it
to
all that far in advance, so we weren't picking apart your trailer. We didn't have the 30 seconds necessary to pick apart your trailer and show you exactly what the fuck you did wrong.
And if we did give it a chance, they'd say, you gave them money, so it doesn't matter. Lol. They got your money.
I don't have to give it.
Yeah.
Look, I don't have to give them money to look at that trailer and know three things. One, their entire premise is shit.
Yeah.
Already. He gets up on the horse and starts firing at things, and starts using a firearm next to the horse's fucking head, to do whatever the hell it is he thinks he's trying to accomplish. This already says that they weren't paying attention to anything.
The trailer doesn't even show what they're trying to. Yeah, the trailer doesn't even show what they're trying to accomplish. They're just showing random cuts of stuff
not only do we
happening.
not know anything about how the game itself will play, but we know that they have no sense. They have no concept of reality, and therefore, it's good. Anybody that does pick it up is going to get dropped. Is going to get their immersion stick shoved so far up somebody else's ass that they won't even know what happened to it.
Okay.
So, yeah, massive pain in the ass. This is going to go bad. This is going to end badly, and they will have only themselves to blame.
Right, and the main problem is we really didn't see much gameplay. It's like just snippets of stuff and what's going on, and we don't really understand, the game itself. They let us play test it, kind of like how Bungie's finally doing with Marathon. Wink, wink.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's where you've gone off the rails. Okay, you mispronounce the word no when you were talking about how much it actually showed us. Pre-rendered trailer shows us nothing.
Right.
It says nothing. It does nothing. The only thing you can do with a pre-rendered trailer is go, okay, this is what you wanted us to see. What aren't you showing us?
Okay.
That's it. And what they did show us was hot garbage.
They showed us people riding on horses. You could shoot on the horse and raiding a castle and doing Valorant stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Wildlife.
And we all know how well we all know how well Valorant did in the crunch. It didn't.
Okay. Wildlife wasted, mind you, $900,000
For what?
On that
was
trailer.
just a short
For the trailer?
on the Game Awards.
On the Game Awards.
Oh yeah.
Compared, if they launched it at if they revealed it at Summer Game Fest 2024, they would have spent nearly $600,000 for comparison.
Yeah.
Okay, take $1 million, put it all in a big pile in front of all the homeless people like anywhere that could use that kind of money to like have a place to live for a year or 6 or 12, and set it on fire as a huge fuck you.
If this game releases, it's going to be a direct competitor to Fragpunk, because Fragpunk is to Fragpunk. Fragpunk is basically Valorant with a card system where you break the card and like it does weird abilities like make your head big or something like that. Yeah, but that's probably the only game it's gonna be competing against. I don't know about Splitgate because Splitgate's been doing pretty bad right now.
I mean, Highguard took the most spot in the Game Awards last year.
Yeah.
So they're already shelling out $1 million plus.
Yeah.
Like I said, you want to flush it all down the tube? Knock yourself out.
I mean, they wasted their entire marketing budget on that 2.5 minute trailer.
Right. That's probably why there's no marketing now.
Exactly.
Oh man. The only good thing it's got going for it is that it is free.
Allegedly.
No, it is going to be free. But I don't know if free helps anything because Spectre Divide was free and that got shut down 2 weeks after it came to console.
Well, it has to be free because there's no way they'd be able to sell that.
Right.
Well,
Marathon's 40.
Here's the problem with offering it free. That means that assholes like me can download it. Can download it. Tell everybody how. Tear it into little bloody gibs. Uninstall it and then remove it from my fucking library. After I've finished tearing it every new ass that it is possible to tear out of that in huge bloody chunks.
Well, for me, like I did Battleborn and Concord, I'm gonna be there day one and ride it out and watch it die. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
there's a whole-
We'll see if this castle rating castle thing is anything unique that's
I
gonna
doubt that. I
give
seriously
it
doubt
a
that.
edge in this saturated market.
I'll be surprised if there's anything unique in the game.
You know, that's
Because
a word
looking at the trailer, it's already just so generic.
Well, and here's the thing, man. I despise people using the word unique in almost any context, but especially video games. Oh, look, this is I've got this really new unique thing, and it's like, no, that's just this with some of this and that and this thing over here. Plus, we turn around and circle back to the other end and go back at it in the reverse order. I've done that. I have actually done that to developers. They hate me when I do that.
So right up front, I could tell you, don't do what Concord did. It have a lot of game modes, have a lot of maps. Right off the back, do not do what Concord did and limit yourself to only a couple modes and a couple maps. I could tell you that.
ChatGPT create a hero shooter with fantasy elements. This was outdated when the developer first imagined it. Oh God, I thought people were joking. It actually does look like Concord. That was some of the negative comments that were highlighted in the video.
Oh damn!
The game's fan created subreddit has just 113 members. On there, most of the posts concern questions about the lack of updates from the developers. One user wrote, "Either the developers are stupid or this game's getting delayed."
Oh jeez. I'm gonna go with both. Oh, and something of interest you're going to find on the subject. Running back to the subject of Battlefield 6 for 2 minutes.
If there was a delay, I think we'd hear by now.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, a moment, please. We were talking about Battlefield 6 and how that was just kind of it has turned into more or less a non-presence. I don't know how long the game's been out exactly, but it's currently on sale in the Epic Store for 30% off, a little less than 50.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the physical version was on sale for like 35 within a month. And I was like, that's not a normal Black Friday sale.
Right now on sale.
That's what I was telling people. I was like, that's not a normal Black Friday sale. That's to pad your numbers. like just what Hogwarts Legacy. Like Hogwarts Legacy went on free on Epic, then it went on 90% sale on Steam. Now they're boasting about that it sold buku copies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to pad the numbers.
Right.
Well, and then Hogwarts Legacy didn't actually need any help. It outsold pretty much. It's outsold everything else that year.
Right. And so did Battlefield 6, but Battlefield 6 is sitting next to Monster Hunter Wilds and Borderlands 4, which are sold well as well and also flops.
I think the problem with games like High Guard, for example, they can give it away for all we care. And
we don't. We really don't.
It's about user engagement that developers and publishers should really care about.
And I'm gonna go one more for you here. Okay, because I expect here's my prediction as to what's going to happen with High Guard. They're going to cut it loose. It'll be free. A bunch of people are going to do exactly what I said I was going to do if I could be bothered. It's going to have a lot of players in the first about 5 days, 4 or 5 days at most.
And it's going to go the way of Concord.
And it's going to go the way of Concord. It'll just die.
Right.
They'll be down to 3 hours to get a match, and it'll be the only match going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the funny thing about Concord, a lot of people say the player count was low, but when I was playing it, you can actually find matches. I don't know if they used bots or not. I don't think they did.
Concord did.
Oh, okay. I know Battlefield 6 uses bots now. I don't know. Like this game's gonna have to compete against Fragpunk, Splitgate. It'll probably do better than Splitgate is doing right now. Splitgate is doing horrible.
Yeah, Splitgate, it did end up shooting itself in the foot over accidentally offending people, then getting the people they didn't offend angry at them after their apology.
Well, the CEO came out with that hat during Summer Game Fest, and that's basically ruined the entire thing. Like the game was fine, everything was fine up until that moment. Then everything went downhill. They went into beta, re-released it. Now we're back at square one again.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but just to give you an idea, Silent Hill F is now several months old.
Mm-hmm.
And is still selling, both on Steam and Epic, at its original $70 price tag.
See, there you go.
Okay, Battlefield 6, it's only been out, what, a month, maybe 2? And it's on sale, 30% off.
Exactly.
$48.99 US.
See, you're seeing it how I'm seeing it. Like that's not normal.
No, it's not. There's lots of stuff that is normal. I have grabbed up several times over the last while and a half a number of games.
Like if you think COD was actually good, would it be on sale right now? Hell no.
That proves to be the question. I think I grabbed Silk Song at 10% off right after. Outer Worlds 2 was on sale. It's with an original price of $70. I didn't pay anywhere near that for it. In fact, let me just check real quick, and I will tell you exactly what I paid for it.
Let me check too.
I paid $48.99. Paid 30% off.
Yeah.
And that was just weeks after. Okay. Any one of a whole bunch of other games that were supposed to be absolute blockbusters. That was another one I grabbed here recently. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
So
regularly $70, I paid $35.
So Fragpunk, the only reason why that game's still alive and still kicking is because they have the hot girls in it. That's my opinion. I think that's the only reason why it's still alive is because they put the hot girls. Fragpunk.
I've never heard of that one. So.
Yeah.
Actually, Squirrel, I sent you.
That one came out. They said that one was Concord 2 when that came out as well.
Actually, I sent you Silk Song, Squirrel.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Paid full price for it.
You paid full price for it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing it and thinking, that might be fun. Diablo 4. $50 normally. I think I passed up $30 for it, something like that.
Mhm.
You know, substantial discounts on some of this stuff.
Right.
And stuff that has been out, that hasn't even been out more than a few weeks or a couple of months at most. The sad part of it is I've played most of those games in this period of time. And yeah, complete idiocy.
Oh, so I heard this game Highguard already got the LGBTQ tag in Steam, just like Concord did.
Yeah, of course.
It's got
Well, that's just
the
good sales now.
Concord dislike ratio. It's got Concord devs.
By the way, folks, if you want to I don't care if you really want to do the LGBTQ plus thing, just don't tell anyone about it. If that winds up in the Steam tags, you're going to lose half your fucking sales. Because nobody likes to be none of us like to be preached at.
Yeah, I don't know. If it comes out in 3 weeks, I'm gonna be like, holy shit!
Well, that was three.
They're doing it.
Now we're
They're
talking
doing
about.
it.
Were they not talking about 3 weeks from the time it was announced?
It's
almost 3 weeks ago.
No, 3 weeks from now it comes out.
January 26th.
Yeah, January 26th. So, I mean,
Why do people insist on being morons? I'm just no. These people really do. They insist on being idiots, and I don't get it.
I guess since Marathon comes out in March, Bungie has time to learn from this game and its failure, its downfall. Hopefully they learn from it.
And I seem to remember hearing that that they had actually canceled Marathon for a while there.
Oh no, it's got an actual release date. It is coming out in March. It has price point $40. It's coming. And they're doing play test. They're gonna do a play test, I think, right before it comes out for everybody.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, you know what is a personal problem? The fact that we have to end this show.
Aw. Yes, that is a personal problem for you.
Yes. Let me get the proper slide up, because the more you know, and knowing is half the battle. I have been Sanji Himura. Thank you for watching this, especially on the replay crew. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for today, and beware, the taxman cometh.
Hello, folks. This is Morgan Freeman. This concludes our broadcast day. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.